guess a lot about what today is. We're going to be talking about the events, rallies, marches, the Bernie organizations. There is a coalition of Bernie organizations that are working together to make sure this goes through peaceful, successfully, and maximizing the full potential out of what this can be. The organizations that equal the movements for Bernie are Black Men for Bernie, the Burners, Bernie or Bust, March on DNC, Occupy DNC, Bern Bash. There's a lot of other organizations that have come together for this as well, locally and nationally, that have endorsed neither the petition or what we are doing. So there's a lot of elements that are making this work. First, I also have to say this is being filmed by multiple people. The news is here, so I do have to say that, just putting that out there, guys. I guess the first to start is on the 24th. The 24th is a national march for Bernie. It will take place in almost every state, multiple marches in some states. That'll be conducted on the 24th, Sunday at 12 noon. Now, recently, the Sanders campaign has reached out to me in reference to one of the permits that we have for FDR Park. FDR Park is divided into 5 zones. Not really, because we have 4 of those zones, 80% of the park. The Sanders campaign wants one of those zones for the 24th, which is a beautiful thing because of the national marches that are going to be done. It's really symbolic, that he picked that day of all days. We are encouraging Bernie to lead our march, so our information on the 24th depends on what Bernie does. We have to transfer the permits and let them plan for their march, and then we can adjust ours accordingly. The plan is to do a pre-rally and then lead a march that can pump tens of thousands, possibly even hundreds of thousands, into the rally that Bernie will be doing at FDR Park. As far as the amount of supporters that are going to be in Philadelphia, right now we're expecting 100 to 250,000. With Bernie signing on board and us encouraging Bernie to lead that march on Sunday, all the head organizers really do see the potential of a million-man march. So when you talk about Philadelphia, July, the DNC, this is going to be history in the making. The next day is on the 25th. The 25th is the opening day. That is going to be probably one of the largest rallies out of the whole event. Not only through the Bernie organizations, but through local grassroots efforts as well. So a lot of the bigger rallies are happening on Monday. Now, as far as the 24th, our location is at 1401 JFK Blvd. The rally starts at 12, in between 12 and 4. On the 25th, it's March on DNC. That's going to take place at Independence Mall and behind Second Bank. That's scheduled for in between 12 to 4. On the 26th is the Bernie or Bust movement. That will take place at 1401 JFK. That will be in between 12 and 3 p.m. Then on the 27th and the 28th is Black Men for Bernie. They will be located at 1401 JFK.
Hey, just want to get through that one more time, really sorry.
That's all right. Well, is there a specific question that you have?
All right, the 24th, 12 o'clock with JFK.
Correct. All the locations are at JFK except for on the 25th. The 25th is at Independence Mall. We're located in behind Second Bank. Basically the Liberty Bell.
Wait, Billy, I'm sorry. I wasn't even always so, but you have permits for FDR Park as well, right?
Correct.
So is the march coming down here, or it stays at what's
Right now we have 2 marches that are being organized for.
Okay.
That is on Sunday and Monday, on the 24th and 25th. It's up in the air as far as the 28th. We may do something, but at this time, they're it's talk. It's nothing being planned.
Has the actual routes for the marches been established?
Now we're working with the permit. Working with the city directly. So it's you got to walk before you run. It depends on what the city does and what we can do. Right now, the plan is to march down Broad Street. From what the city has told us, they're going to completely block off Broad Street. And we pretty much have the run at Broad Street. The amount of participants that are coming, it's basically going to be an all-day march to get everybody down.
Down to here?
Right.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Example?
Okay, I'm mixed up. If we're going to mark from somewhere else to here.
Correct.
Okay.
All the rallies are being will take place up at City Hall.
Staged at City Hall.
Correct, and then we're coming down here.
Okay.
Right, so just to give you a little perspective, that's about a 5-6 mile walk, I think.
3.5.
Yeah, something like that.
On a hot day.
You want to wear comfortable shoes and bring something that
Now hang on, I'll get to the hot days in a second. That's where you come in actually. That's why I'm loving you right now.
I'm loving you right now too, and everybody here.
So when the marchers walk to the park, is there going to be something set up in here as well, or the stages?
Correct. Now, even though they gave us the permits, the city has not given us the actual zones and the mapping. We are hoping for this to be the location. We have a good stage over there and a power source for our political artists. All day long at FDR Park, there will be events being planned. This is a demonstration, but we're going for more of a Festivus type atmosphere. So there will be political artists throughout the day, body painting. We're trying to give it that 60s type vibe. So at FDR Park, there will be events even before the rallies start at 9 a.m. We have nonviolent civil resistance classes being taught, martial classes being taught. Right now, we're working on 2 other types of classes as well. So there'll be multiple things throughout the day happening at FDR Park throughout the day.
Did you talk to them about water and supplies?
Well, that's next up on the list.
Can you do me a favor? Like, it's really hard to hear when people are asking stuff, so can you just kind of repeat what people are asking?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You got it. Is there any more questions about the events, marches, rallies?
What's the best website to go to, or Facebook page to go to for the information, or isn't it there really?
Currently, I'm going to say
Repeat, please, loud.
Currently, I'm going to say there's none because it's so everywhere. Right now, we are building a web page as a central hub for all the Bernie organizations, events, and rallies. That is, we do have the domain name. It's under construction. Give it about a week or so. We should be live. That is movementsforbernie.com. You have to add that S in there. It's movements.
What was the start time of the 25th when you go?
25th is at 12 noon.
After the march terminates here, what activities will be taking place here, or are you just going to disperse at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or will it go further into the evening, like when they're doing their business across the street?
It will go further into the evening. We're scheduling guest speakers, political artists throughout the entire day. More than likely, the events are going to take place over here, but we will probably have events located at that pavilion too. Now, this is in the works. It's not in stone yet. We have to wait to see which zones they're actually giving us. Even though we have 4 zones, we don't know the location. So we are wanting this specific location. So there'll be multiple things actually happening at FDR Park.
Is there a time where everything needs to end and you need to be out of the park?
Again, we're working with the city, so it's what the city does judges us. What we does judges the city. But right now it's 6 p.m. We have put in a request to extend that time to 10 p.m. We have meetings set up throughout. Literally, we have 3 meetings being set up with the city officials from now until July, as well as we're looking to have a meeting with the fire and police as well for safety and health reasons. Any other questions?
What other groups are going to be participating on the 24th?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Are there going to be other groups participating on the 24th?
Now, Bernie groups are local grassroots.
Groups in general are the same idea in mind.
You got it. Well, this is specifically for the Bernie organizations.
I just want to hype this.
Yep.
Something like that. Going Hollywood on that, son.
Had a guy grab my butt.
More important to look good than to sound good, darling.
Thank you, sir.
Now, this is specifically for the movements for Bernie, the Bernie organizations. There are a lot of other grassroots activities happening separate from the Bernie organizations, rallies, there are other marches. We are coordinating with all of them to make sure it's all peaceful. This isn't only about Bernie. No voice should be silenced in this process. So, making sure everybody's voice is heard, and it's just not us coming down for the DNC. There's a lot of other organizations as well. So coordinating with them to make sure, marches don't cross one another. This is all being done, and again, we have 2 months, but we're it takes time. It's a lot all at once, but we will be ready. We have some solid work that is the foundation that's already ready. Any other questions in reference to the marches, rallies, and events for the DNC?
Live streaming. You guys going to be doing anything that's being done here? You guys going to be live streaming it?
Now, there's multiple orgs that are going to be live streaming. I believe Bruce Carter from Black Men for Bernie, the UPP is going to be doing live streaming, and I can guarantee you a number of individuals as well. Just to give I guess, an activist kind of side of view with the live streaming, this is a federal event. They do have stingrays, they have jammers. So if you have recording equipment that has Bluetooth on it, they can affect your videos and pictures. This is history. They've done this in the past many times before. So we do encourage folks to go old school with this, meaning the old recorders where the VHS tapes are a little bit smaller, video equipment that does not have Bluetooth on it. This way you can, later on, you'll have the actual footage. You can download it at a later time, but that's foolproof. So if you're coming in with video, anything to record this, make sure you have a backup, maybe a second and third backup. But we are, asking everybody to maybe go old school on this one. Nothing beats the old school tools, equipment, even labor. Kind of says it. But,
we could also encourage individual people to live stream as well. Facebook
yes.
has live streaming capability now. If you get more people live streaming, then we up our chances of actually getting a live stream out.
Exactly. That's what we're promoting. Basically, we don't expect mainstream media to market us at all. So we will be, basically, we are the media. We have the tools. This is a millennial generation. We know how to use the tools that we're given. Alternative news networks, independent journalists, we're really reaching out. They've reached out to us. So we will be the media on this one, and we encourage everybody to do the same. Any way you can record it, go home, post it, whatever way you have to reach out and use what tools you have at your disposal. Any other questions in reference to the rallies? All right, next, just general information outside of the rallies, certain things that are being planned. As I said, we are very well organized. We do have medics being stationed at 3 locations. We're looking to have medics stationed up in the area of City Hall. We will have a medic station at FDR Park. We will have a medic station at the midway point on Broad Street. On Broad Street, we just put in a request for a permit. So again, what I'm telling you, some of this may not be set in stone. It may just be plans and things we are working to do at this point. With the medic stations, they will be our water drop-off points. We're encouraging all participants of these events to donate cases of water. So if we figure everybody can bring water to the stations, we'll be able to supply everybody. A big issue is it's July. It's the middle of the summer. Heat exhaustion, heat stroke is going to be the number one concern with the medic stations. So if everybody can come together as a community and donate water, that's beautiful. Not only that, if there's any water left over, we do have trucks that are already scheduled. We're planning on doing a water drop-off at Flint, Michigan. So any water that's left over, we will be taking that out to Flint.
Okay. Do you use bicycles to go down Broad Street and be part of the march if you're careful?
I don't think they would.
Yeah, I don't see any reason again, it depends on what restrictions the city puts on us. We're looking to have fire trucks, convoys of Black Men for Bernie had their, 18 vans and an RV. We have floats. We have, we're looking to put a lot into this march. But again, it depends on the restrictions of the city and what they put on us. As far as the medic units, there are going to be mobile medics, but they will be on foot. Collecting donations from the community for the medics? Meg, why don't you come up here and